these two guys start going back and forth. And it starts getting worse and worse. It started getting physically threatening. And then this is when it went too far. Yo, what's good, my guy? Yeah, man, let's get out of here. So I know last year it was wild the way people were communicating in your fantasy basketball league. There was some crazy smack talk happening and things got a little bit out of control. It's a common thing. I've seen things go haywire in a fantasy basketball league when it comes to smack talk and just general communication, people ghosting, leaving their leagues, not setting their lineups, just all kind of nonsense. In this ride, we're going to discuss the best ways to handle communication for your fantasy basketball league. So I want to start with smack talk. It is one of the foundational pillars of fantasy sports. Whether you play fantasy football, fantasy baseball, fantasy hockey, fantasy basketball, people do it. It's a part of the culture. And honestly, if it's done right, it's pretty awesome. However, I've seen some scenarios where it gets absolutely haywire. One time I was in a fantasy football league, a bunch of coworkers and friends. Things were pretty intense in terms of the smack talk, but throughout the season, I saw it progressively getting more and more toxic. It got to the point where it was unhinged. It was out of control. It was off the freaking hook. So one of the guys in my league was a slim guy, dark complexion, and one of the league mates started dropping screenshots or like photos of starving children in Africa, which to me was like, whoa, like my guy, like it was wild, Joe. And then I believe that same season, we had another guy who something was happening with the Bills. They started talking about Jim Kelly. And yo, my man who was doing it, he's lethal. He is like, he is a demon. Like he is so intense with the smack talk. He was like, he said something like, yeah, you know, I hope you get cancer like Jim Kelly. And I was like, what? Yo, it was wild. Then I had another story where I was in like a public league. If I remember correctly, it might have been a league that I found on Sleeper. And because Sleeper has that chat function, we had a group chat going. However, there were several players in the league that were actually friends, real friends. So it started off cool, smack talk. I was kind of sitting like a fly on the wall, watching all of the drama, because I don't know these people. I wasn't trying to talk smack to them. And anyway, you look at it, these two guys start going back and forth. And it starts getting worse and worse. It started getting physically threatening. And then this is when it went too far. One of the guys knows the other guy's mom, right? I guess they're friends like that, where he came over to the house. He knows the mom. So the guy is like, and I wish I had the screenshots. I think I had a different phone. I would show you the screenshots. It was wild. Your man said, he was like, yo, all right, you can say all of that, but that's why I was blanking your mom last week. It seems like it's just a joke, right? But then it gets worse. The guy is sitting there and he's in this chat giving details about the mom. He's talking about certain like tattoos and scars and dimples in places that we shouldn't be talking about. Yo, it was the most toxic yet entertaining fantasy basketball smack talk I have ever experienced. So I share all of that to say this. Make sure if you are a leader in the league, like you're the commissioner or you have the commissioner's ear, you nip that kind of stuff in the bud. If it's something that you see it escalating fast, it's okay to reset. I had a situation a couple of years ago in my Discord where I had to ban like 20 people from the Discord because things got really toxic really fast. And we just don't tolerate, things going too far. So maintain respectful and inclusive dialogue. You know what I mean? Make sure you're setting clear boundaries around this stuff and that the trash talk remains within bounds of the standards that you're setting for your league. If you're new here, I'm Robin Marks. I'm the host of Believe in Fantasy Basketball. I also worked at NBC Sports Roto World, #basketball, and I'm a member of the Fantasy Sports Writers Association. So we talked about setting expectations, but we also want to set expectations in terms of the mediums that you're talking on, the ones you're communicating on. So you want to pick a platform. Some people use WhatsApp, some people use a group chat, some people use the platforms like Discord, like platforms like Sleeper or even ESPN. So you want to make sure everyone is on the same page. The next thing, you want to promote active members. You want to make sure you're rewarding people who are staying active in the group chat, because there's nothing worse than having a fantasy basketball league full of crickets. You want people talking, engaging, doing a little smack talk, and just remaining active throughout the season. And fantasy basketball leagues are just so much better when leadership is transparent, especially your commissioner. If your commissioner is shiesty and shady, it's just going to make the entire experience whack for everybody. So when we talk about trades getting vetoed, when we talk about collusion, all of these kind of situations, rule changes in the middle of the season, these are the things that you don't want to have in your league. So if you are a leader or a commissioner, make sure that you're setting the tone, positive tone, and people feel like they are included with the decisions that are being made. You don't want to make a change overnight and not notify the league. And most importantly, what I would recommend, if you are going to make some kind of a structural change to the league, whether it's adding a new member, whether it's booting someone from the league, whether it's changing some kind of a rule, you want to get people's input first. I wouldn't just make the decision like a tyrant and a dictator. I would actually include the league in the decision. Really quick, I wanted to let you know that this season we are having our biggest giveaway in the history of Believe in Fantasy Basketball. We are giving away a $100 Amazon gift card. We're also giving away 4 rookie cards. We're giving away an Anthony Edwards rookie card. We're giving away a Tyrese Halliburton rookie card. We're giving away an Evan Mobley rookie card. We're also giving away a Tyrese Maxey rookie card. And one more thing we're throwing in there. We're giving away a mystery PSA graded rookie card. I might even do a survey to allow you guys to vote on which card that you want. Let me know in the comments if that's something you are interested in. And to enter, all you have to do is visit BelieveInFantasy.com. You'll be a part of our community at that point. You'll get access to our Discord. You'll get access to our newsletter. It will get you access to the survey that you need to enter to be a part of the contest. So go do it now. And when it comes to communication in the league, one thing you want to do is solicit feedback. You want to make sure your league mates and your league members all have input on what's happening, especially if you're a league that's been around for a while. What we try to do is have a little bit of a forum so we can all connect. Sometimes we do it in our chat, and this year we're actually going to do it in person. All of the members from my home leagues are going to meet up in Dallas, Texas this fall, right before the NBA season, and we're going to draft together in person. We're going to do some in-person drafts, but also we're going to just have some discussions around the future of our league, because we really love this space. At the end of the day, right, it's about having a shared interest with a group of people that you're building community and fellowship with. And that's what this channel is about, and that's what our entire vibration is. Now that you know how to handle league communication, check out this episode so you can know how to handle a losing streak.